Mr. O'Connor.
What is your real name?
Malcolm X.
Is that your legal name?
As far as I'm concerned, it's my legal name.
Have you been to court to establish that
I didn't have to go to court to be called Murphy or Jones or Smith. Excuse me for answering you this way.
That's
if
all right.
a Chinese person were to say his name was Patrick Murphy, you would look at him like he's insane, because Murphy is an Irish name, a European name, or the name that has a Caucasian or a white background. And a yellow person, Chinese is a yellow man, and he has nothing to do or no connection whatsoever with the name Murphy. And if it doesn't look proper for a person who is yellow or Chinese to be walking around named Murphy or Jones or Johnson or Bunch or Powell, I think it would be just as improper for a black person or the so-called Negro in this country, as we're taught by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to walk around with these names. And therefore he teaches us that during slavery, the same slave master who owned us put his last name on us to denote that we were his property. So that when you see a Negro today who's named Johnson, if you go back in his history, you'll find that he was once his grandfather or one of his forefathers was owned by a white man who was named Johnson. If his name is Bunch, his grandfather was owned by a white man that was named Bunch.
Would you mind telling me what your father's last name was?
My father didn't know his last name. My father got his last name from his grandfather, and his grandfather got it from his grandfather, who got it from the slave master. The real names of our people were destroyed during slavery.
Was there any line, any point in the genealogy of your family when you did have to use the last name, and if so, what was it?
The last name of my forefathers was taken from them when they were brought to America and made slaves. And then the name of the slave master was given, which we refuse. We reject that name today.
You mean you won't even tell me what your father's supposed last name was or gifted last name was?
I never acknowledge it whatsoever.
Te llama el viento, comienza la batalla azul. Sonríe cielo, quítate la pijama. Sé que tienes miedo porque yo también lo tengo. Caminemos juntos, no te hacen falta alas. Rayemos más paredes, sé que tienes agallas. Nada podrá detenernos y también tú estás en esto. ¿Qué puedo hacer en medio de tanto desastre? Una canción puede servir, espero te contagies. ¿Qué tengo que hacer para que no sea demasiado tarde? De corazón, escúchame, hay que luchar y combatir tantas mentiras que dicen de ti. Esto es cuestión de resistencia. Esto se llama resistencia. De mi lado izquierdo se ve mejor el mundo. Ya basta de injusticias, el silencio es para los tibios. No pierdas tu tiempo, en esta vida nada es seguro. Ven, hagamos ruido y que quede claro que no estamos solos y que vamos decididos. La guerra ha comenzado y a nosotros nada nos da frío. ¿Qué tengo que hacer? Busco elevar mi estado de conciencia. Recibe amor, regala amor. Cualquier acción provoca una reacción. ¿Qué tengo que hacer? Estoy cansado de mentiras. La solución está dentro de ti. Infórmate, defiéndete, que tu dolor nuestro también. Esto es cuestión de resistencia. Esto se llama resistencia. Esto cuestión de resistencia. No, esto es cuestión de resistencia.
In a book called To Have or To Be, published this week, Fromm proposes that there are two styles people use to prove that they are themselves: to add themselves up in terms of what they possess, or to use themselves up in a process of being. Did the first option have disadvantages?
Well, I would say at first, what I have I can lose. In other words, if my sense of identity is based on what I have, on my possessions, if I can say I am what I have, then the question arises, what am I if I lose what I have? Therefore, the sense of identity based on what I have is always threatened. A person is anxiously concerned or not to lose what he has, because he doesn't lose just what he has, he loses his sense of self.
Quisiera saber si fue por ti o si fue por mí, si yo fui la razón para que no te quedaras aquí, para perderte así, para perderte así. El cielo se cae, algo tengo que hacer para levantarme y seguir en pie. Las estrellas no sirven y no puedo ver más que neblina que cubre el camino que llega hasta tu piel. Para perderme en ti, para perderme, para perderme en ti. Puede que no mis razones, pero es que eres el único argumento de esta canción, el único argumento para tener corazón.
Mai llevarla così difficile. E che metafora t'ha fatta?
Ma gli ha detto che il mio sorriso si espande come una farfalla sul mio volto. Metafora, che il mio sorriso si espande come una farfalla sul mio volto.
Falló y yo quisiera saber si fue por ti o si fue por mí, si yo fui la razón para que no te quedaras aquí, para perderte así, para perderte,
atl, tahua, tihuahlo, ipan huescabilistle. Totlani campa tipanowa. Niman titemilcha ika paquilistle. Timostocha iwan najacatl.
Tahua tomotzatzani iwan muxtla. Chihuahla niman xmosebe ipan nafa. Xcase noxaya.
Oh tierra majestuosa de lagos olvidados, de selvas masacradas y sueños triturados, de mentiras te cubrí y al progreso te lancé. Muchos años te ignoré, ahora es tarde para mí, comienza la enseñanza. El agua ya no sobra, se agotan tus bondades, persigo tus señales. Madre tierra, perdóname, soy un tirano, tu peor error. Te hago tanto mal, te duele ver mi humanidad devorándote. Quiero que sepas que lo intenté, me duele tanto verte sufrir. Prometo que seré mejor, ahora lo sé.